Hi, I want to make a video on why I've named the individual counseling branch in my practice the Skillful Way. One of the most common questions that people ask first time we talk over the phone when they're considering working with me is something like, how do you work? What's the models or theoretical orientation that you most lead on? And it's a good question. It's an important one to ask someone that you're considering doing psychotherapy or individual counseling with. And I don't know what, it's not easy for me to describe how I work with individuals, or I wouldn't say that it um, aligns with any of the more common, popular, known approaches out there. And I haven't been trying to do that. I haven't been trying to align with some name brand of a model theoretical orientation that you might have heard of. So I came up with the Skillful Way because I think that is uh, the most succinct way I can describe what I do with you, given any situation, any context. I'm just trying to figure out what's skillful for you to do with that, and what I need to know in order to impose that idea of what's skillful is to know where you are and what you're aiming for. And our work together is about clarifying that and then noticing the obstacles or traps, if you will, that exist between where you are and where you want to go, and looking at how you're relating to them. And always, how can you relate to them in a skillful way or a more skillful way than the way that you are? So that question then directs what we focus on. How are you relating to the obstacles and traps in your life between where you are and where you want to go? That might have something to do with how you're relating to your internal processing, your emotions, or your thoughts. So helping you with those could be a somatic approach, I could use some mindfulness, we could do guided meditation, I could bring in the Hakomi method. If we're looking at your thoughts, we may be doing some cognitive therapy, helping you differentiate between is that thought accurate? Is it factual? Is it true? Is it subjective? And maybe applying some philosophy, maybe Taoism, maybe Buddhism, maybe Stoicism, to your thinking, to your decision making process. Spend a lot of time with people on how to make good decisions, and often end up differentiating between calculated and principled decision making, and helping people when their situation isn't what they want it to be to seek refuge and solace in their character. And principled decision making is one of the best ways that I know how to do that. And that then often can lead to more complicated dilemmas, universal dilemmas that exist for all of us about how um, to strike that right balance, to be principled in our relationships. What does that mean? And how do we find that balance between advocating, asserting for our own preferred outcomes and considering other important people's the effect that us going after our desired outcomes might have on them. So looking at how we're relating, and that may lead to helping you relate in influential ways, non-coercive ways, and talking about what it means to be influential in any given relationship, any given situation, whatever the dynamic may be. Spend a lot of time doing that with people. And the trap or the obstacle, continuing on this journey of this metaphor of like you're over here and you're going in that direction, as how we're making sense of the counseling sessions and what we're doing together, continuing on that journey, the obstacles or traps may be external. They may be out of your control. And how do you relate to them? Again, are you able to accept it? Are you able to appreciate that life comes with these things that we have to learn to surrender to? We have to figure out how to get past them so that we can get into the present and into the future and on with our lives. So whatever the obstacle may be, and however you may be relating to the obstacle, between where you are and where you want to go, you got to ask yourself, what's the skillful way to relate to it, to address it? And that's why I named what I do with individuals as the Skillful Way. If you're interested in working with me, please reach out. You can send a message via my website. You can email me, and you can call me if you'd like to. Any of those work for me, and I'd be happy to chat with you over the phone, however long it takes, let you figure out if I'm a good fit for you, and then we can talk about scheduling if you want to. I also have more videos on my YouTube channel. Please check that out if you just want to get more exposure to who I am via a video, and what I think about counseling, and what I think about relating. Then please check that out, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks.